So hopefully this time I can... And also, game sound completely died for 3. That was a thing. Like, that wasn't a gameplay thing, but that was just a thing. So hopefully this one can go just to like just a bit better, I guess. I don't know, like, it turns out trying to get 4 games to work in succession... all of which have really unstable and bad PC ports, is not actually the easiest ask in the world. I'm surprised by how difficult that is. I'm shocked and appalled by how fucking difficult that has proven to be. Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for yet another one of these things. Oh, look, I have splits now. Although they're not really relevant, but I have splits now. So the sub goal should be going off of, like, sub points that I have at any given moment, so it might count recurring subs, but it might not. I have no idea. I don't think sub goals in general are, like, designed to count recurring subs.
I disagree.
But Sugar, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. We're inching ever closer. See, like, I 170 seems like a weird number, but, like, I didn't want to push it to 200. That seemed a bit ambitious. Because I want to play Fatal Frame 2 at some point. I don't want to make the goal too hard. I want to play the game. You know? But it's also not cheap. Therefore, logically. That is what the sub money will go on, is buying a fucking copy of Fatal Frame 2. Because that game's, like, 40 quid. Which is, like, a bit pricey than you really want for a PS2 game. There are, like, cheaper options, but they're all inconvenient. Yeah, thank you very much for the sub. So, of all the things I could have done today, I'm choosing to do this again, while Silent Hill 4 is actually still fresh on my mind. Although I did not practice the One Truth, like I said I would. Of course I didn't. Hell yes, Zelda, you are on time. Of course I didn't practice it. Who practices anything? I don't practice shit. You think I practice? You think I practice Silent Hill 4? Yeah, I'm doing another one of these already. Ain't it just? Because I won't have time to do them throughout the week. I mean, well, I might, but I don't really want to do them during the week. I feel like the week is for attempts for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I break it down like that, but the week is for attempts on a singular speed game. But the weekend is when I do stupid shit like this. Even though this is actually probably the most speedrun, since I have to keep 4 games worth of speedrunning in my brain at any given moment. Which is not easy. It's actually very difficult, as it turns out, as you see by the fact this goes to shit every single time I get to 4. Hello, Paolo. What is the next Weeb Trash Hell Zone? I'm not sure. I was gonna do Mazerna Falls, but Mazerna Falls was, the translation patch was apparently, like, a leaked release that was incomplete. And was uploaded without the permission of the creators, so I'll take a rain check on that. I do have some dumb import bullshit sitting around here somewhere. Like, I have Japanese PS1 Uno, and that may not sound very exciting, and it is still Uno, but it does also have an anime story mode, which is always fun. Thing is, the way my methodology works with, like, learning a new speed game is that it always means I don't stream for a day, because I always spend a day, like, taking notes and practicing. Do category runs of Silent Hill 3. I've been mostly running Silent Hill 3. Yeah, anime Uno. Like, the card game, Uno. There's a PS... Excuse me. There is a Japanese PS1 game of the card game Uno. And it contains a story mode. It's quite long. I need a cough. Excuse me. That's better. Maybe. Some kind of noise. Shocking. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get one of these stupid marathon runs where I don't have some bullshit. The runs don't have to be fantastic. They do have to actually count as valid, though. Which of the 4 Silent Hills is the most broken? Probably this one. I did like a major skip within the first 5 minutes of gameplay. More like within the first 2 minutes, actually. If you mean, like, most broken in the sense of hardest to get working, probably 4. 4 was a complete ball ache. If you mean glitchiest as in, like, enables the most, like, wacky skips and tricks and stuff, definitely 2. 2 has the highest quantity of that weird shit. There's skips, there's glitches, there's all kinds of shit going on with this one. And it all relies on that game saved you see in the corner. When I be quick saving, shit be occurring. And you may notice I do it a lot, because it's like the thing that breaks all the scripting. Can't save, game saved, I've overlapped it in the corner. That means nothing, but it's funny. In an effort to prevent you from breaking the game, it like doesn't let you save when you're crouching, but that doesn't work half the time. Because you can still break the game if you save at the wrong time during that animation. Well, because what will happen is that you'll, like, while you're bending down to pick up the item, if you quick save, it'll cancel you bending down to pick up the item, but it won't let you bend down to pick up the item again, so it essentially just erases the item from existence. If you do that with the wrong item, you softlock the game. If you do it after you pick up an item, you duplicate it. That's the reason the key skip works in the bug room. That's a stumble cancel. You can only do that on the PC port because of its next weapon hotkey, which immediately returns you to a standing position no matter what animation you're in. reminds me, actually. People keep wanting me to do a Silent Hill 3 tutorial. That's in, like, shockingly high demand. Like, I get asked about that at least once every couple of weeks. It's like, is there a tutorial for Silent Hill 3? And people are like, there's lots of tutorials for Silent Hill 3. And people are like, yeah, but did Punchy make one? And I'm just like, You know, I don't have to... I feel kind of bad about that, actually, because there are actually quite a lot of resources to learn Silent Hill 3 off of, but none of them are made by me, so... Because I'm not actually that good at Silent Hill 3, relatively speaking. I haven't had world record in the only category that matters. But if people... I reckon I'm good enough now to take a decent stab at one. There are some aspects of Silent Hill 3 I really still don't get, though. Like, the key drop comes to mind. I have no fucking idea how that works. There is a knowledge gap there for me, personally. I do not... Thank you for the auto-aim. How's it to get 10 stars in this? I have no idea. I've never done it. That goes in the center. I have no idea where the mouse cursor is. Yeah, I've got like a few games I actually want to play on stream. I want to play a Medieval. That's on the bucket list. I kind of forgot about a Medieval in the midst of...
I disagree.
GDQ and ESA. Just Me Hard, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I don't think I did name proper, but whatever. You put numbers in words and I start getting confused, okay? I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm like 20. 23, I think? How old am I again? I'm either 23 or 22, I've forgotten. I've heard a Medieval is really good, and I meant to play it before I, you know, embarked, but it came out on the exact same day I think I was traveling to GDQ or ESA, one of the two. And I was like, well shit, I'll play it when I get back, and then I never did. Because Bloodstained, I bought that, and then I never played that either. So then I got around to playing that recently, and I got like the bad ending in Bloodstained, which didn't take that long, but at that point I've spent like 5 hours with Bloodstained and I'm not super into it, so I'm pretty sure I can say, okay, this is not for me, I'm just gonna put that back on the shelf and never touch it again. So, new game. Hello, thank you. Please respond to my inputs. Because I really, really liked Dusk. Like, really liked Dusk. Dusk was my second favourite game of the year it came out in, and the only game that I rated higher than it was Celeste, which, you know, tough crowd. Overload? I've never heard of Overload, actually. Yeah, I'm not much for high fantasy is the thing. Obviously I like horror games. Whereas I've, like, habitually blanked on a bunch of Western RPGs on the general basis that I don't really agree with the high fantasy setting. I just find it inherently kind of boring, but if it's a game about jumping around and shooting weird colors of lightning, I don't really mind that much. Like, I got along with Hexen perfectly fine, aside from, you know, Hexen being Hexen. But the setting was not my problem with Hexen, in other words. It was, everything else.
find the lady you're looking for?
I'm in the camp of people who think the Link's Awakening thing for the Switch honestly looks quite ugly. Which I know, there's always like that furore every time a new Zelda game comes out and it has a different art style. Like people thought Wind Waker looked like shit, and Wind Waker's aged pretty well. Twilight Princess has aged less well because it went for like the dark stuff. But I don't know, I think fucking Link's Awakening on Switch looks like a Funko Pop game, which does not sit well with me. Granted, like, I'm not the target market for that game anyway. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. It's a 2D Zelda. Pardon? Fucking hell. Did I read that correctly? It shows up in tiny font on my screen. Say thank you very much. Nick D. Wall, I think. Nick V. D. Wall, yes, okay, words. It's on my screen, but it's in a tiny... I should really make that bigger. It's a holy hell, dude, thank you. Jesus Christ. What direction am I holding? Well, that's Fatal Frame 2 sorted, I guess. Give me... Well, thank you very much, Nick. I'll do my best to visit marathons. I do my best to get games in. I mean, like, obviously, the next one on the docket is the next GDQ. 4187. Like, naturally, though, I have to get a game in. I mean, okay, I don't have to, but obviously getting a game in is, like, the goal. So thank you very much. It helps. Helps a lot with travel. Wrong door, genius. You still got 4187 in your heads, chat. Yep, submissions are coming up soon for that as well. I think they're in September. Or is it late August? I don't know. Either way, I'm not sure I'm actually... I don't know. I never feel like I have anything ready in time and every time it's worked, so... I feel like my luck has to run out at some point. I've gotten 4 in a row, I think, which is excessive. 8686. Or was that a 5? I'm not sure. It's 868 something. The return of Mort the Chicken. I don't run Mort the Chicken. That's Joe. Joe does that. Thank you very much, Guinea Prince. Yeah, I don't... Mort will not get in twice. 8, 6... Wait, no, what? That's 8. I'm a genius. Fuck, that was bad. Yeah, Mort the... actually, I say that. Mort the Chicken actually was in a previous event, I think. But it absolutely will not get in twice in a row. I do not think he will even submit it twice in a row. But, I think he would be the first to tell you that that game is like a one-trick pony. It's a good trick, but it's one trick. A lot of speed games are like that at marathons. They have one trick, and they're good tricks, but it's one trick. Like, Silent Hill 3 UFO ending is actually kind of like that. That is a one-trick run, but it is a good trick. Yay, no slow death this time. Will more PS1 bullshit get in? I don't know. See, like, AGDQ is the one with the awful games block, which could be possible. It could be getting things in. It depends on what people submit, obviously, as it always does. There was a very high density of, like, PlayStation Nation nonsense this time, though. I mean, I got in with, like, a PC port of a PS2 game, because that's kind of my field, I guess. Caveman did Trag. Joe did, like, a real speed game and a gag run. He got off well. And both of his runs are excellent. I'm fucking jealous. The funny thing is that Silent Hill 3 UFOing is not a joke run at all, but the joke is the entertainment value, so there's no point. 40 Winks. I have 40 Winks, but my American PS2 has some issues with disc reading. It will read and play 40 Winks just fine, but it doesn't like PS2 discs, so I don't know. I guess I could run 40 Winks on it, but I get the feeling it's probably not gonna read the disc that well. Yeah, I know Joe plans on submitting 40 Winks to next GDQ, actually. I'm pretty sure he told me that. So, like, that might get in wherever it may. I don't know, like, I feel like 40 Winks is too competent for awful block. Like, 40 Winks is kinda bad, but it's not, like, funny haha bad. It's just kind of bad. Like, well, it's like, it's not that bad, but it's, like, subpar. The funniest thing about the game is that it has "Move Over Mario" as, like, a box art quote. There are much worse video games, but, like, it's not something that anyone recommends to anyone. For any reason. Particularly because it, like, at about the second world, the game goes off its rocker and decides the best thing it can do with its time is give you a ton of underwater levels. It's like, this is boring. But then awful games block is kind of a misnomer anyway. Like, sometimes it's just wacky games that aren't actually necessarily awful. See Dog's Life. Or EnviroBear 2000, which is a game intentionally designed to work the way it does. Like, I will have this opinion to the death. Dog's Life is not an awful game. It's not a great game, but it's interesting. Hey, Creosticks. Welcome to the stream. Here I'm doing the thing where I play all of the Silent Hill games made by the Japanese back to back. I do this sometimes because I don't know. I made people, like, subscribe to me once saying I'd do it, and now I've done it 3 times. Because it's a good way to kill an afternoon. I can finish 4 Silent Hill games in under 4 hours. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they just use the awful / silly block as a place to put games that don't really fit anywhere else, which, I don't know, I don't mind. I have no beef. I like those blocks. Everyone likes those blocks. Like, I'm glad they've made, like, a thing and an event out of that weird shit that doesn't fit anywhere else. People get hype for awful and silly block. Like, people fucking show up because it's the silly block, because it's the awful block. People turn up for that specifically, even when they have no idea what they're gonna get, because no one's heard of any of this crap. It's a really elegant way of adding, like, excitement to a group of games that if you put them anywhere else in the schedule, they would just kind of float on by, I think, without anyone noticing. Considering a race with Igdices at some point. Has he been telling people that? Because I haven't agreed to it. I talked about this last time, but I don't actually like races that much. Yeah, I liked how directly after Resident Evil 2 they put my Silent Hill 3 run as the transition game between the horror and the silly. It's like, oh, that's me. I'm the transition game. Clever. I think karaoke really set the tone for the rest of the silly block too. So I think I got everything started off on the... Where the fuck am I? I think I got everything started on the right foot. Rand, thank you very much for the 7 months. I am punch and I am succinct. Hey Maxi, I'm gonna try not to softlock the video game this time. Or die during... I almost died. My last attempt at this, the Silent Hill forum, was such a shit show. I softlocked it once, and then nearly died, like, twice. Like blinking red health nearly died. And I was like, I can't believe that run actually finished. I'm determined to get a multi-game run of this that isn't, like, subject to a weird caveat. I don't want a game softlock, I don't want a death. I want just a complete run of all 4. Like, it cannot be that hard, but apparently it is that hard. Don't walk into the signpost, genius. Do I actually know Japanese? I do, yes. Like, my speaking is horrendous. Because I do not live in Japan, nor have I ever actually been to Japan, but I'm, like, reasonably literate. Like, I can read it. That's the kind of skill that's easy to emphasize when you're a self-taught individual, is that you can read it fairly simply. But I can't speak it for shit. I've done streams of where I've, like, live translated Japanese games before. I have, like, a whole thing of it. I do that kind of stream every so often. I call it Weeb Trash Hellzone, where I play Japanese... like, Japanese language games on stream and kind of bullshit my way through them. Often being able to competently read them on stream, but, like, very often I can't be bothered and I just sort of blag it. Like, Tokimeki Memorial is a dating sim that we played on stream. It's Konami's, like, original dating sim franchise, and it's, like, it's actually surprisingly good. Like, I know people hear the word dating sim and they immediately blanch, but that game's pretty fucking good. It's also an important game in the history of video gaming in general, because it has, like, a wide influence on everything else. So when am I doing Love Plus? I don't think I'm going to do Love Plus. You kind of want to see a Siren speedrun? Bonesaw actually submits Siren. Like, you probably know Bonesaw, right? Like, he was the guy who lost the car keys. He actually runs Siren. Like, there was a thing a while back, actually, where Bonesaw was, like, visibly present on the couch for Silent Hill 2. But he wasn't microphoned because there was only, like, 4 microphones going around, and we had, like, 3 commentators who actually run the game on the couch. So he just, like, he wanted to be there, and obviously, you know, Reddit saw it, and they freaked out, because they're like, oh, Bonesaw's on the screen, but they won't give him a microphone, he's banned, he's banned, he's banned, but, like, actually, there's just a 4 microphone limit, and they were being a dumbass. But the reason why Bonesaw was there is that he is actually part of the horror community. Because he runs Siren, which is not a common choice, but it still counts as horror, therefore, you know, he's, like... he's low-key with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the horror... That's why it's, like, the horror community. It's not the Silent Hill community, although there is that. It's not specifically the Resident Evil community, though there is also that. There's a broad horror ecosystem. Like, horror game runners like other horror game runs. Therefore, Bonesaw is the siren guy. The thing about the run is that I like the run of Siren. I would like the run of Siren, because I've played Siren, and therefore I know that game's really fucking hard. But the thing is that it doesn't seem like a lot happens in that run if you're not, like, familiar with how Siren works. Because it's a game where you have, like, a relatively slow walk speed, and if things go well in your speedrun of Siren, nothing happens, really. Like, you scoot by enemies, you skate past the objective, like, everything's all hunky-dory in the land of the sirens. But Siren, if you've played it casually, you may know is a really difficult game, because it's very exact. Like, if you do not do things the way Siren wants you to do it, it will kill you. And it's very, very easy to screw it. Because the enemies that are persistent, they're relatively intelligent, and they're also, like, durable as fuck. So, like, it's a difficult game, therefore it's a difficult run, but I feel like a lot of the difficulty of that game doesn't come across very well in that run. Because, yeah, like, what Ouija said, it's like an adventure game. It comes from that lineage. Any significance to run order? Most likely to softlock. But yeah, Bonesaw runs both Sirens. I think he was learning Blood Curse as well at some point. I don't know, did he ever actually finish a run of Blood Curse? You just ran a marathon for the first time ever? I'm running a marathon right now! This is my third go, you're weak! Never ran a marathon before. Oh, you mean like an actual marathon, don't you? Your my IGT is just busted? No, it's manual. It's a 4-game marathon, I can't update it automatically. Like, try doing that. I update the timer at the end of every game. There is no method to update it automatically. It doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. Which reminds me, I'm going to move my timer slightly because it's actually obscuring the chat window just a little. There we go. I'm constantly inside of myself. Today I'm alright. I mean, today I'm annoyed because I tried to play on my dance mat and the neighbors yelled at me despite the fact it was like 10 PM. And it's like, what are you, 60? It's not late. Who is my favorite character in the amazing world of Gumball? This man knows how to please me by asking questions about cartoons. I don't know though. It's a really good show. Who is my favorite character? How can you ask such a question? They are all my babies. 'Cause I'm still burning through that whole thing. This would actually be easier if I used keyboard. Maybe not so much on the swap, though. Boink. I didn't actually heal while I was on the elevator at all. Let me do that now. See, man's just trying to consider the dynamics of all the names of the main characters, because there's, like, clear standouts in this. So you have Nicole, and you have Richard. Those are normal people names. That makes sense. You have Darwin. I get that. That's a joke. I understand humor. You have Anais, which I didn't actually think was a real name at first, but it turns out it's French. Which, like, okay, that's more out there. And then Gumball. Who names a kid Gumball? Whack. I'm not doing blind arsonist. I don't fucking care. What should be first body as well? No, I'm swindling. Bruh. Fifth body. I don't know. I mean, there's probably lots of people called Anais. But it's a French name. There's a whole episode about that? Good. I would like to know. I have questions. This is why it's a good show. Because, like, ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. It's built for the kind of person like me who asks that kind of stupid question. I.e., it's built for the kind of people who write fandom wiki articles. I'm reminded of that one episode of Animaniacs that's like the Please Please Get a Life Foundation. That's me. One pistol shoot. That was a weird fucking angle, but it worked, so I don't care. Yeah, you did wonky walking. Please make it stop. Bah. I didn't turn far enough at all. Boo. See, I like comedy shows, generally. Like, I am a comedy person. Which is why I like cartoons. Is that seriously not gonna count? Are you fucking serious, game? Okay. And for the most part, comedy shows don't usually have continuity. Like, Ed, Edd n Eddy really kinda doesn't. It has an ending, but not really continuity. Whereas Gumball actually has continuity, which made my idea of watching the series in backwards order kind of a mistake. Good out of bounds. I hope I'm not too high. Comedy person. I like comedy. I like comedy films. I like stand-up comedy. Oh, too many buttons. You'd never guess from how horrifically unfunny I am that I like comedy. That was good. But like that's also the bulk of the anime I watch is usually comedies. Fuck. And I mean comedy anime. I don't mean like slice of life. I mean comedy. There is a difference. I actually thought I was going to miss, but I'll take it. Do I like comedic video games? I do when they're funny. The problem is I actually find that quality to be kind of rare. Fuck you, game. Like, it's actually surprisingly difficult to find, like, a game that you could classify as being comedy. Is Mort the Chicken a comedy? It has comedic elements, but I'm not sure if it's a comedy game. It's funny enough, I suppose. Have you seen Golden Boy? I have not. I see, Nichijou is, like, Nichijou is, I think, a comedy anime. Like, it gets classed as slice of life, but its name also literally means, like, ordinary living. Like, every day, that sort of thing. But it's, like, patently fucking ridiculous. Like, that's the joke, is that it's surreal. Over. I have not seen Konosuba, no. I don't think I want to either. It looks kind of horny. I mean, comedy is a tone thing, but, like, it's surprisingly hard to pull off in game form. There are plenty of games that are funny. This is not one of them. Shockingly, no. Silent Hill 2 is not comedy. My dog ending. I mean, like, these games can be funny when they just, like, stop taking themselves seriously for a moment. Which they do. It's always nice to show you have a sense of humor about your own work. Thing is, it also works when the main body of your work is, like, gripping in that way. You can get away with being funny. Hey, Phoenix. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you are enjoying yourself. See, I don't know what I could class as a game that, like, you would call a comedy game. Like, I don't know, Monkey Island, maybe? because like that's a game where the universe's rules literally run on what's funny. Like, you conduct combat in that game by being witty. Like, in terms of actual gameplay, it kind of boils down to a repeated exercise. That's fucking stupid. That attack is fucking stupid and should be deleted. Ah, yeah, Conquer is a comedy game. Jackbox is a comedy game in its purest form, isn't it? Yes, that's a good one. I'm thinking of games where, like, the rule of what's funny is what actually powers the basic act of gameplay. And Monkey Island definitely qualifies in that event. Conquer is a game with a tone issue. Yeah, there are lots of comedy VNs.
Mary?
I mean, like, VNs are just, you know, writing, so they can be funny. I found Butterfly Soup to be incredibly funny.
Flowers.
But it's also, like...
Want any damn flowers?
Is that a comedy VN? Not really.
Home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Butterfly Soup has moments that are real.
So disgusting. I don't deserve flowers.
I can say the obvious one is Her Tofu Boyfriend. Everyone knows that. It's like the visual novel that... It's like the only Japanese visual novel that English people have played. But that is also 100% a comedy game. Except when it then descends into being, like, actually, like, legit for no reason. What? Nah, that's fucked up. We fucking... I got memed on that. We traded. That's bullshit. Hey, 39.45, we did it.
Disagree.
I got a sub 40 for once. We're off to a flying start. Olimore Pet, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Quick, stop all the downloading. We're done. No one is mentioning Pepsi Man. Ah, TV game for Pepsi. Also, hello, you can see my install of this is interesting. Why is Silent Hill 4 running in a tiny box? Why is Silent Hill 4 not showing up at all is also a good question. Oh no, there it is, hello. This might break real quick, because for some reason the resolution's defaulted it to a tiny box on my monitor. I'm gonna reboot the game real quick, in the hopes that that fixes it. Why are you doing this? There we go. What the fuck? Just give it a moment. I presume the game will come back in like a second or two, maybe, eventually, possibly. There we go. Fucking hell. Okay, we're off. Let's try not to soft lock the game this time. Thanks, game. Good start. I did it. I didn't softlock. No, don't. Ugh, game. Game, you are so stupid. Ah, West of Loathing is a comedy game. That's definitely a comedy game. It's also insanely good. Like, it is much, much more than the sum of its parts. I love the shit out of West of Loathing. I think West of Loathing is a smarter game than its comedy stylings would have you believe. Everyone's like, aha, this game's really funny and hilarious. And it's like, but actually, it's secretly, like, genius game design. I think that game has like 400 IQ. The Pixel is a comedy game that's not funny, but it is a comedy game at least. It's trying. Is Undertale comedy? Certainly not. Anyway, I did it. I didn't softlock the game immediately on starting Silent Hill 4 this time. Now I just have to actually complete the run. God, why is this run the longest? Why is the worst Silent Hill game the longest? Oh, baby. Yeah, I highly recommend y'all play West of Loathing. I even did runs of that game. Like, it's functional enough that you can do that. That's not the point of the game, though. Like, take your time, explore, read the dialogue. Because it's fucking good. Mwah. Oh, okay. I pressed a button, and whatever button I pressed, the game decided was wrong. Yeah, like, that game has replay value because it will actually allow you to make choices that have ramifications for the whole game. It's got more choice in that regard than a lot of the, like, RPGs it's aping. It's funny, it's like actually a superior RPG to several of the RPGs it takes cues from. Okay, game, I pressed up and right, and that's the direction it gave me from that. That's not even slightly what that means, but okay, game. Fucker. Hey, Okami-san. Glad you enjoyed the GDQ run. Welcome to I play Silent Hill 4 and get mad, because I don't actually like this game very much. There's other games in this marathon, I swear. Yeah, the FMVs are still working for you guys now. So for months and months, I was having an issue where the full motion video sequences in this game just didn't capture on game capture properly, but now they work, and I have no idea why. It's just fixed itself. There's an achievement, right, in West of Loathing for, like, allowing you, for getting the maximum amount of money before the end of the prologue, and you'd be surprised how difficult that is. So yeah, I recommend you try that achievement if you have that game. It'll give you an appreciation for how, like, intricate the decision-making is sometimes. Because it's, like, surprisingly not that simple to do. It's a very smart game, a very, very smart game. No, I'm running into the corner that has a bunch of weird collision edges for some reason. Bite me! Yes. I hate how the menuing fucks up like that. There's no reason to mash on menuing, really, but instinctively, when I press a button, I expect things to happen. Worth playing while drinking? Definitely. Getting drunk is a gameplay mechanic in West of Loathing. If anything, it's more fitting to play while drunk. Yo, Silent Hill 4, I know, right, Azure? That was not even close to hitting me, but whatever you say, game. Getting angry is also a gameplay mechanic, yes, therefore it was perfect for me. I do not like this situation. You can get so angry you pass out. I've been there. I sympathize with that. Epic. Really, game? That's fucking stupid. Not even close, game. Please try again later. Jesus, fucking cut me a break with... I'm getting shat on. We're barely into this and already I'm getting fucking trashed. Fucking such a worthless enemy design. That was the trashiest luck I've had on that in a while. Fuck, Silent Hill 4 is so bad. There's also this. They just do, like, no damage, but they stop you every so often. Nope. Yeah, Downpour's enemies are mostly humanoid, which had the effect of making them very, very boring. I don't know, I mean, I don't like, really, like, basically any of the Western Silent Hill games. Origins, I think, is, like, passing grade. I would rather play Origins than this, but it's not Team Silent, so it doesn't count. Are there more than 3 good Silent Hill games? Not really. Origins is passable at best, and that's it. That's as far as you go. It only gets worse from there. Oh, that's a cutscene. Please skip that. Like, and Origins was originally a PSP game, so, like, bear that in mind. When you're dealing with, like, PSP, rather, excuse me. As, like, a portable Silent Hill-esque experience, it's fine. It's serviceable enough. As a full Silent Hill experience, this is completely unserviceable dog shit. Not only was that not particularly close, I don't see how that started a grab animation either. Just please stop wasting my time. Yes, you can. Stop being fucking weird. I can't use that here, proclaims the game. I've already lost like a shit ton of health. That bodes extremely well. I ain't answering the door. That's the tech. Just like in real life. Exactly. That is the tech. Epic. love to take a step and instantly get owned. Jesus Christ. This game is so whack, I have a hard time believing it's actually a Silent Hill game. Which I know there are rumors that it wasn't originally supposed to be. As far as I can tell, those are all wrong. I've never actually looked at the credits. Like, is this really the same people? Yeah, I respect Shattered Memories for at least having a cohesive theme. I respect almost none of its gameplay decisions. The chocolate milk is endless, though. If you, like, you can use it as a healing item. And if you do, it comes back. Actually, the endless chocolate milk. Hey, look at me, I actually remembered where to go this time. Dead Rising tie and confirm. No. I know what you're thinking of. That's coffee creamer. If you're thinking of, like, the jugs of, like, the brown liquid that you chug throughout the game because it's a really good healing item, that's actually coffee creamer. But people... See, I knew what you meant, though. I knew what you meant. All Dead Rising players know about the coffee creamer. You heard there was a Japan-only mobile game for Silent Hill? Is that true? Probably. Exactly. That and coffee creamer and the orange juice. That's where it's at. That's how you play Dead Rising. Japan did have a set. Well, that actually got translated, is the thing. That did actually come... Like, I've seen cabinets of it in the UK. They exist. No fucking Ian you support in Europe, though. Does it really have a new arcade game? What's the Resident Evil arcade game? Like, I've heard of Gun Survivor 2. That had an arcade cabinet. And oh my god, what a video game. Fucking Code Veronica. What a piece of software. Guess who didn't practice this either? Guess what? Me. Please. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got both of them. Holy shit. I win. Fuck. It's okay to miss that one. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Valiant Raid, I see. And now I have no cutscene to skip, because I guessed correctly. It's a VR arcade game. Dude, VR arcade. Now there's an interesting market that will almost certainly not be explored outside of Japan. Fucking hope I did this right, by the way, because I'm very, very sad if I didn't. Yeah, no, we're good. Oh, wrong direction, genius. I did it, I remembered the code. My brain is large today. My brain is so large, I've forgotten what the next room is. Oh, building world. Actually, is this my final opportunity to... I don't know why I'm asking chat. Chat's not gonna know. See, is this the last one before I have to go to the other hole in room 302? Like, I asked that like I expect chat to fucking know the answer to that question. That's something I should know. I'm the runner. So I get the 4th plate at the end of this, so I guess I'm supposed to use them? Yeah, I don't carry them all throughout the... No, yeah. It's enough cat food for an army of cats. What the fuck? I mean, it's also enough dog food for... Jesus, they move quick. Oh, hello. Second one. Dang it. Why do I never trust myself with that? Epic. Strimmer dismays at the deeply cursed state of this run. It's 3-7. Oh wait, there's apartment world before the hospital. What the fuck am I thinking of? I thought it was straight to hospital. Fucking... Bruh! Delete this game. Bruh! I beg your fucking pardon. Someone please do me a favor and clip that for me. I want to post that on Twitter. That's fucking ridiculous. That is actually the worst disjoint I've ever seen in a video game. That's ridiculous. That looked like video lag, but it was not. That actually hit me from like 2 seconds in the past. It was time travel.
Looks like another one, Captain.
Where the fuck am I? Help. Yeah, there we go. I gotta press things twice in this game. Say that is definitely that is a Brock moment for sure. That was some horse shit. Okay, I held the wrong button there. Boy, do I not remember which apartment door I'm going to. Thanks for the push, dickhead. Thanks. I like how that fucking clown slipped near the door just to do that. Dude, fuck off. Why am I getting my ass kicked so early on? Because I'm gonna run out of opportunities to actually get health. Which is not really... This camera angle, though. Jesus Christ. Because I'm pretty sure my health regen actually runs out by the second hospital visit. Or the first hospital visit, rather. There is no second hospital visit. I'm having brain problems. Which means I might actually want to consider just sitting around for a bit. Because my health regen is still present here. I don't know if I read the right one there. No, I didn't read the right one because I clicked on entirely the wrong side of the door. Thanks, game. In the interest of safety, I'm actually going to wait. This is definitely wasting time, but I want to have health, because I really shouldn't have gotten this much shit kicked out of me. I would prefer not to die on the first hospital visit. If I was actually doing like a proper run, then I wouldn't do that, but this is a multi-game thing. Oh shit, the room's actually still fine right now. I could have gotten away with not doing that. I mean, I would have had to wait around a little bit, but... Well, I'll remember that next time. Because I would have had to wait here instead, because it definitely breaks once you're done with the hospital world. Bruh, why do the corpses get stuck? Whoops, wrong direction. Who's ready for this shit? Can you feel it? Can you feel the wasted seconds of human life? Nope. Oh, there we go. Still bad, but whatever. Come on down, Eileen Galvin. That should be good, I think. Yeah, she's fine. Okay. Oh, she got hit. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. How often do I change keyboard controllers? Not especially. Okay, I think... yeah, there's the sound. Now the room doesn't recharge your health. So you do it before you visit the hospital for the first time if you want to recharge your health. Which is actually, like, not a trivial thing, because you can get your shit slapped by the thing that is about to happen. Hi, Hinol. Epic. Okay, she made it. That's a good start. But will she get through this room without getting fucking bodied? Ooh, Eileen, you fucking champion. You know, that actually went pretty well. For once. Wait, that's good, because, like, shit getting slapped is a recurring thing. It's also a recursive problem, where the more shit she gets slapped, the more problems she causes for me later. That's about... there, that's close enough. I think that's close enough, at least. Yeah, it's close enough. Thank you, game. I have my coins equipped. Well, Eileen's out there at least, so that's good. Thus far, mission accomplished. Filthy coin. I did unlock this door, right? Okay. Nice to see I'm not completely useless. Yes, you should go up the ladder. I need to go in here. Do you dump the apartment keys? Oh, fucking Christ. Hello. I'm pretty sure you dumped the apartment keys. You don't need it for revisit. I'm honestly not sure if, like, the order I just did that in is optimal, but that's the order I've chosen, so deal with it. Bruh. I would like nutrition drink. Henry has headache. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll just pass on that then, since the game decided to whiff entirely. I got knocked upwards, so whatever. I'm gone. Bye. I can hear him moving. That's not ideal. No! Leave me alone! No! She came down with us. Fuck you. You know, you wanted to stay in the center area. Because I'm now going to have to wait for her on the way back up. And there's no command to tell her to fucking wait. Of the many things this game would benefit from, a wait button would actually be, like, wonderful. Because there are some scenarios where you actually want her to stay in one place. Such scenarios include right now. Where I would strongly prefer it if she would fucking stay put. What is a train handle doing here? Question for the ages. I honestly have no idea what to do with the fact I have the wrong amount of ammo. Do that now, I guess. Yeah, like Resident Evil 4, that would actually be aces. I think Eileen got bodied, but it doesn't matter. This is the one room I think you actually can't lose Eileen on, no matter how fast you run. I'm gonna get bodied, though, because I always fuck this particular bit up. No, I had reflexes. Hello. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you fucking can. Stop being weird. Oh, really, Eileen? Is now the time? Jesus Christ. That's fantastic. Well done, Eileen. Wait! When you're ready, you dozy shitbag. Fucking moron. What did she even take damage from? I award that bruh out of 10. Just an extreme bruh moment. You want her to take that nap when she's in the center room. She did not do that. No, Eileen always gets like this past a certain point in the story. That is actually, like, fixed. She is always like this at this point in the story. That cutscene I skipped just after the subway world is her getting, like, the possession gets stronger, so, like, it accelerates. So that's why she appears more bloody, but in terms of actual damage she's taken, she should be about the level she's normally at, which is, like... She hasn't taken that much damage. I don't think she's taken that much damage, at least. I don't know how much the wall monsters hit her. Baited. Baited. Oh, I got baited that time. Whatever. Like, as long as Eileen doesn't fucking get left behind, I'm totally fine to eat the hit. Nice. I heard while opening the door. Silver bullets, it says. 1. Will I light the torch? Will I buggery? Actually, do I have room for... I think I only have room for one more, I think I have room for one more item. I think I'm gonna have to pop the heal. Fine by me, I suppose. What is he looking at? What was he doing? Correct, this doesn't look like Silent Hill. I never bothered to change the game in the middle of the marathon. It's too much effort. Hi, Zoku. This dude's my favorite. This dude's the only part of this game that I find amusing, because I like how he points at me when I run past. He's my favorite. I'm gonna hold forward, and if you get hit, it's your own fault. Fuck. Yeah, and he just points at you as you run by. What's to hate, you know? He hit me like once, I think, when I was doing runs of this, and it was like a body slam that was not even remotely close. You know, that's a full inventory. I have to pop the heal. Good thing I didn't pick up the second health drink, I guess. Unfortunately, the routing works out that you have like enough inventory space to grab a couple of safety heals and use them where it's just about convenient to do so. Because this is where you'd want to heal, really, because you'd get your shit slapped after the hospital and potentially the subway. I kind of like my torch on this guy. I'm stuck on the wall. What did Zoka miss? Did Zoka miss the bruh moment? Or I bruched? It was definitely a bruh moment. Like, no question about it. That moment was bruh. Okay, pick up the pickaxe. I have full health, so I absolutely 100% do not fucking need the health drink. He said. Watch me die now. But I am gonna pick up the health kit. It's a dumb safety thing, but it's my dumb safety thing. Nope, running into trees. No, it was unquestionably. Oh, I'm fucking. Good thing that doesn't matter very much. Unquestionably, one hell of a fucking bruh moment. Eileen appears to have shit the bed a bit here. Yep, I'll just wait. Okay then. Okay, I was about to be like, if her fucking AI broke on the stairs, I'm gonna pitch a fit. Yeah, it literally just happened. It was bruh. How much of this game is slowly circling up far too long staircases? About, like, a sixth, I'd say. Whoa, cowboy. How does that even happen? By playing Silent Hill 4. Generally agreed to be a mistake by experts. As in, me. Bruh. It's okay if they're bothering me, as long as they're not bothering her. Well, there she is. Now I leave her alone for a bit. While I sort my inventory out. Nope, she's having problems with the bugs. I mean, same, but, you know. Bruh. Bruh. Yo, camera. You wanna throw me a fucking bone here? Epic gamer moment! That's not an epic gamer moment. Epic gamer moment! I ditched Aileen. Oh, fuck. Oh, he shot a bug! Hello, friend. Hey, Joe. I need the gun equipped. Why do I not have the gun equipped? Bruh! That guy does a lot of damage, too. If we could collectively agree to not in future, I would love that. I will, in fact, take this dirty t-shirt. God fucking damn it, game. Why are you like this? Wrong direction. Eileen, get out of the way. Yes, you can. Why are you like this? Hello? Open the door. Go in the hole? Way to go, Eileen. She walked into one of them. She's right there. She's tailing me. How close is she? Fairly close, actually. So many stairs. It's a game about stairs, you see. Alright, so this is a room where everything can go tits up. If Eileen decides now is a fantastic time to practice her slam poetry, everything goes to shit. Ow. And Eileen's getting hit, which does not bode well for either of us. Okay, fuck. That was sure. Good enough. Alright, it worked this time. At least that sorts automatically. Be gone. That's a skip, by the way. That's actually, like, that not only is that a skip, that's a glitch. You're not supposed to be able to ditch her in that room. Because you may have noticed there was a chain link fence there. Chain link fences are notorious for their impassibility. This rule does not apply to Eileen. It applies to me, though. And normally you're supposed to do some bullshit long puzzle to actually get Eileen to go, like, around. So instead of, like, she's on the other side of the fence that was to my north. Because that room is adjacent to this one, if I just wait a bit here... Hello. And now we're done. So that skips a whole lot of shit. By the way, contact damage in a survival horror game. Very Evan. Where is Eileen? Getting bodied, I think. Yep, Eileen's AI has had a fail. Fabulous. That actually worked. I'm so good at this game, y'all. Hey, Rage Viking. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed the GDQ runs. Welcome to the stream. Here is where I also do Silent Hill video games. Give it another swing. And word. Oh, Eileen's on it. No. Dude, I have 2 medical kits. That's unnecessary. It's time for this shit. I didn't exactly practice it, but I did get it anyway. Either way, I need to reset that because I did not get the correct RNG. Eileen, get the fuck out of the way. I held that way too long. Oh, I missed. Bugger. Screw it. Actually, on second thought, no. I'm resetting the room again. Yeet. Still nothing? No. Fuck me. This is Silent Hill 4, The Room. The Room is a bad video game for dumbasses. Eileen, get out the way. It fucking missed again, dude. Swap gun. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Really efficient failures from the game here. I'm getting both bad RNG and bad, like, general mechanical failures where I try and shoot something and the game decides it wants to target the nothing standing behind me. Eileen. Oh, I found it. And it's shooting the wrong one. Thank you, game. Well done. Am I going to speedrun 4 at AGDQ? A, I have no idea of knowing that. B, no. I'm not even submitting it. I don't like this game. This game's trash. Thank you, game. Very cool. Nice invincibility. Thank you for wasting my time yet again with this pointless horseshit. fucking whatever, I guess. I did about the best I could have done with that situation. It was just a shitty situation that the game shouldn't have bothered putting me in. Eileen? What the fuck? She fell in, she can't. Yeah, no, I will never run this game at a GDQ on the general basis that I will never submit it to a GDQ. There is also a person who habitually submits to GDQ who is better at it than I am, so if anyone's going to get it, it's going to be him. That is thoroughly not my field. Thank you for posing, Henry. Yeah, Enigma is the person who will run Silent Hill 4 at a GDQ if anyone's going to run it at a GDQ. Because he's still, like, I think he's 3rd place now? 2nd? I don't remember. Which is a better time than anyone else who submits to these events. And, again, I hate 4. I don't want to run this at GDQ. Oh, no, I'm actually supposed to look at the top this time. Should I investigate? Fucking... Why do you ask such dumb questions? Also, I have 2 medical kits, which is totally unnecessary. Hey, Renubris. Good luck with Silent Hill 2, my dude. I held down there, but sure. That was good. What? Okay. I miss having a quick turn. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Okay, thank you, camera angle. Very good. Good trick. Pickaxe of despair. In a Chudy sort of fashion, as in not at all. Yeah, fortunately, Eileen just teleports to us when we're done here, so you're not gonna worry too much about her. Bruh. I know I got the umbilical cord. Thank you, game. Very good use of camera angle changes. That guy just burp. Bruh! Fucking Christ. And give me the boost. Give me the boost. Give me the boost, lads. Epic. What is the point of that move? Other than pissing me off. Sort of sad. We might actually get the good ending this time. I don't know, it depends. But Eileen actually hasn't taken that much damage. Yes, you can. Stop being awkward. Every time with this game, it's like, you can't use that here. And I'm just like, yes, you can. Shut the fuck up. Do I have enough inventory space? I think my 2 medkits might actually be taking up too much inventory space. I got room? I do not got room for one more. I have to burn the medkit. Too much safety. Inventory space doesn't actually allow for that. Bruh. No. I have 1 bullet left in my gun, too. Yeah, I needed the safety last time, but this time... I don't know, I didn't get bodied that much, so I've been alright for like the back half of the game. Thank you, the fucking camera angle shift actually almost got me screwed there. It's so obnoxious that that's a thing. Hey, Eileen. If you could be a deer and, like, wait, that'd be lovely. Okay, it wants me to move slightly before it will use the next one. How different is in-game time to real time? It doesn't count load times or anything like that, so, like, fairly so. Where is he? Fuck. Nice camera angle change again, dude. Why are you like this? Haha, you have nowhere to backstep to, idiot. Oh, fuck. My spacing was bad. It's okay. My spacing is good, actually. See, I'm just outside of his effective range. See, he's doing that swing, it's not hitting. But he ain't backstepping because there's a wall. And see ya. We get the good ending. We can skip this part. This part's always the same. Except no, we can't, apparently. I think I may have just skipped the ending. Oops. What was my time? 54:55. That was better, at least. Yeah, that was better. I did just skip the ending. Oh well. Preparing to quit without saving the game. Why? Because I didn't think it was one large FMV. Apparently it is. Oops. Next. Next video game. Silent Hill 1. Oh, baby. Here's to hoping this doesn't break this time. Look it on YouTube. I'm Speedrunner. Do I look like you're skivvy? Come on. No signal. The sound's gonna be weird and come through the microphone as well. Probably a second late because capture card delay. Blah blah blah. You get the idea. I hit fucking continue. How about we don't do that? That doesn't count. No. Doesn't fucking count. Didn't even start the run.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Hey, wait! Stop!
Where is she going? We'll never know. To McDonald's. I don't even like beans on toast. Hi, Drift Peasant.
What is this? What's going on here?
Whee! Sure. Reasonably averagey sort of death. And the game dropped every menu input from here to next week. Well done, game.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Radio? Radio? Which reminds me my phone is actually near my microphone. It's probably a bad idea. That's loud as hell and is almost certainly causing backup on the microphone. I apologize.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Because the capture comes through slightly later than it actually appears on my screen, so it's a bit delayed. The solution, normally I put my headphones in a different socket to prevent this from happening, but I got fucking lazy about it this time, so deal with it. I just didn't want to. Game, walk forward. Hit a man in the head with a salmon in Trafalgar Square. That's illegal. You can't handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. Everyone knows this. That's a real British law, by the way. Bruh. Fuck off. This whole series is full of bruh moments. I'm already sick of this shit. Can you post a link? Go for it. I don't have links disabled or anything. Bruh to brah to bleh. Having a moment. Why am I the horse in this scenario? Why Sunday, though? Riveting section of gameplay, yeah. Welcome. Silent Hill games, my dude. We did just play a game where like a sixth of the runtime was spent walking down staircases. Old technique. Why would the stench of fish get you kicked out of the House of Commons? Surely it should result in you getting a job there. You'd fit right in. Actually, why would someone be at the House of Commons if they don't work there? Okay, just run along a hedge for a bit, why don't you? You fucking genius. I really, like, confirmed that last one. That was the widest line I could have possibly have taken. That's a quick turn angle for sure. Good. So far, so good. You can't say something so scandalous, Guinea Prince. Okay, that hasn't fucked in a while, but it did. That's a pretty rare fail. Getting hit by that guy on the corner is a really rare, like, RNG fail. But naturally it would happen on a marathon run. Does it really count as free airfare and, like, hotel if you paid $600 for it? Like, admittedly, I think that definitely works out cheaper for you, but... Another fuck. You can't just say words like that with no context. Fucking Farker. What a name. What a name for users of a website. Like, you have Redditors, you have YouTubers, you have... you don't even have Twitchers, really. No one says that. You have Twitch streamers is what you have. They call themselves goons, is what they call themselves. That's also a rare fail. Fucking hell. Good thing I got the extra health drink, dude, because I'm getting fucking screwed right now. 3 pretty rare, like, RNG fails have all occurred at the same time. I would have reset by now if this was, like, a PB attempt. Bruh. My audience is older than I am, on balance. Please. Hey, Dices. Yo, don't just stop walking because you feel like it, game. You got like an actual copy of Sweet Home, like Famicom cart? Why is there no cockroach there? Should be a cockroach there. Cool, now you can do console runs. Do you own a Famicom? Because I don't remember Famicoms being that cheap. To fucking import, at least. Extremely loud gunshot noises. You bought an adapter for Famicom games on the NES. I guess that's good enough. Why is it so loud? Oh, $50 isn't that bad. There's a whole lot of Famicom games that didn't get English translations, so, like, the Famicom is actually a good investment in that regard. Although, that kind of assumes that you're willing to put up with, you know, Japanese, which I obviously am. That's a bit different for... A Retron 5 is emulation, though. That's no good for speedrunning. A top-loader NES does work, but you do still need an adapter. Like, Famicom games physically don't fit into the top-loader. Fuck off. I don't think you can just file things down for the NES, at least. Even the top loaders. Like, it's not like an N64 where the only thing preventing the cartridge from fitting is some stupid fucking plastic shit. They actually have, like, different pin numbers. I'm reasonably certain you need an adapter. I don't think you can just pop it in. Yeah, Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, they just have plastic bits, so if you just yank them out, like, you use pliers in the case of a Nintendo 64, you just break them off and you're good. Whereas NES games, NES to Famicom, they actually have different, like, pin layouts, and thus connectors, which means you need an adapter. Thing is, as well, is like getting a Famicom is like the thing, but the thing about Famicoms is like, I don't know at what point this stopped being the case, but for a fair few Famicom models, the controllers are hardwired into the fucking machine and you can't swap them out, which is absolute trash. Like, God fucking forbid you wear one of those cunts out. You're fucked. Are there models of Famicom that have detachable controllers? I don't know. I know there's lots of models of Famicom. Like, there's the surprisingly rare, but if you can get a hold of it, a fantastic get that's like a Famicom and a disk system, like, rolled into one. It's one unit, rather than being this weird thing that kind of sits on it. I don't know what it's called, though. They're different lock... Well, okay, they do have different lockout chips, but I mean they have physically different sizes. Like, the number of pin connectors on an NES cartridge is not the same as the number of pin connectors on a Famicom. They do not fit the same slot. That's it, the Sharp Twin. Those things are apparently, like, kind of difficult to get a hold of, but they're hella good. Because the Famicom disk system is worth looking into as well, if you want to play some more video games. Hey, Kickslam. The thing about the Famicom disk system, though, is that it is a disk-based system. It's a floppy disk-based system, which means, hell yeah, we have load times. Yep, they did in fact do that. Velocitas. They only did it for the NES, and they only did it between, like, JP and the rest of the world. I'm sure there's some technical reason they did that, rather than just malice, because they didn't do it ever again, and it's just a really weird thing to do in general. Because, like, bear in mind the NES obviously came out later, like, a lot later than the Famicom did, so it's like a hardware revision thing. So one assumes there's some, like, engineering reason they did it like that. Plus, I don't think, like, Americans importing Japanese games was even on anyone's mind at the time. Like, I really doubt they were trying to consciously block that. I mean, they did have the lockout chip, which does, in fact, consciously block that from happening, but... import market wasn't really much of a thing. God knows it's a hell of a thing now. But at the time, nah, fam. This is why most game consoles nowadays don't even bother with region locking in general. Looking at you, 3DS. All the fucking consoles to have region locking, the portable one. Now that's a bruh moment. Yeah, the DS was great. You could play all your games on it and it didn't care. It's fantastic. You gotta wonder why they made such a head-ass decision like that, considering the import market was the entire reason Elite Beat Agents got made. Like, I straight up never, like, 3DS is region locked, and that's actually the reason I never bought one. The addition of a region lock is the reason I never bought the entire system. Because, like, oh, look at these Japanese games I want to play. Can't. Guess I'm not buying this. So I never bought one. Because I probably fucking would have if it wasn't region locked. Buy a Japanese 3DS, but what if I want to play games in my own language at some point, you know?
What's this?
Shockingly, I do not play games exclusively in Japanese because it gets fucking annoying trying to read a language I'm not very good at. If the opportunity for English exists, I will generally go with that instead, you know, what with it being my native tongue and all. Well, you got owned then, didn't you? Didn't you? Everyone point and laugh at Zoku.
Was I dreaming?
Hi, Raj. Pointing and laughing. Ha! Fool buying games that got localized. You can play Taiko in JP, but so can I. I don't have the heart to tell you this, Soku, but I don't like Taiko that much. I've tried it in the arcades a few times now. I don't like Taiko that much. It didn't like you either. Well, that's certainly true. It's got good original music, sometimes. I like Ignis Dance. The fucking Saitama 2000 sounds like a cat in a washing machine, though. I don't know what the hell that's in every game. The non-Konami games have a really weird and somewhat anemic list of originals. Hey, Rock Paper Steven. I see you two had barbecue. I'm jealous. That actually almost worked somehow. Okay, well, his brain stopped. And his brain stopped again. Man, I'm getting bad RNG again. Kill me. Nice 0 RNG. Well done, game. Dude, fucking bruh. Holy shit. Did that count? Did I... Please tell me that worked. Okay, it did. That was not good. I'm also slightly off-center. Took ages though, blah. the big make or break thing for this run, and it hella broke. I do not even slightly agree with that hit. Nope. Don't agree with that one either. He should have died on that hit. What's my health status at? I might need to pull a heal. Ugh, gross. I'm doing it for safety. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna fucking die. I got memed by, like, I got bad RNG 3 times on random child grabs in the school that have, like, a fucking no % chance of happening, but naturally I got 3, because fuck you. And I got 2 meme hits from Float Stinger, so that was all garbage. This run's bad. It's not really my fault that it's bad, which is kind of vexing. Why was that so wide? Hey, Maho. Yo, Amelin, thanks for the raid. How did Youngblood go? I popped in a little bit. I have to listen for this. I'm looking for an audio cue. Maybe. It might still fuck me anyway. Yeah, it fucked me. Well, thanks, game. Epic. That was avoidable. There wasn't a sound cue. I should have guessed. We're 11 minutes off record. 11 minutes? Fool! That's too many minutes. Also, the record's already, like, just barely over an hour. Hasn't that game been out for, like, 3 seconds?
Disagree.
Disagree all you like, punk. Maho, thank you very much for the 5 months. Remember, subs progress towards the eventual goal. Below me. You can see it. I mean, you probably can't actually because it's in tiny text, but at 170 sub points calculated via whatever the fuck it is Streamlabs is doing, I don't think it's, like, cumulative. Then I will do Fatal Frame 2. It didn't increase, then it's not working still. I guess this function just doesn't work when Streamlabs does it. Then it still has to be new subs. Apparently there's no way to engineer it so that, like, recurring subs count. Because I've tried it both ways now and neither work. Unfortunately, subscriber goal things in general seem to be kind of broken. Like, there's no way to do that automatically somehow.
Disagree.
Yeah, you could also just do that, I guess. That works. Kick Slam, thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. Callie, thanks. Krios. K Illuminati, okay. Nacho Man and Doc Mad. Yeah, I was gonna say that worked. Bang, bang, bang. I guess the only difference between, like, the sub-point version and the subscriber total version is that...
I disagree.
Is that tier 2 and tier 3 subs will actually, like, advance the goal more, but otherwise that's it. Dregan, thank you very much for gifting the 5 subs.
Disagree.
to person with Japan letters I can't read. Jacob, Panquake, Ruthdiculous, and Arkai. No, the Japan words have scrolled off the screen. I'm now thoroughly screwed. You fucking bitch. That was illegal.
I disagree.
Oh, fuck. I have low health again, dude. This sucks. I feel like it's Chinese. You might be right. I don't know.
I disagree.
That makes sense.
I disagree. I disagree.
Yo, good. Thank you for gifting a sub to Angel Candy. Blech. Yeah, I do it all the time as well. I see RPS, I think rock, paper, shotgun. Have you ever seen Rock, Paper, Steven and the Rock, Paper, Shotgun guy in the same room? Actually, I have! There was a writer for Rock, Paper, Shotgun in here earlier. I don't think he works with them now, though. I think he left recently. I don't know if he's still here. He hasn't posted in a bit. He might just be lurking. Who knows? Oh, why is this happening? Hello. What about rock, paper, scissors? What about rock, paper, scissors? That name belongs to Edward Scissorhands. We have no guarantee that it's Steven either. I think it's Steven. I think his name's Steven. I believe it. Oh my god. Loud banging noise. Hi, Deep. What info are you looking for? Okay, I'm in yellow, that's fine. Whether or not Steven's name is really Steven. That kind of info is classified. It's in Zoku's binder. Zoku, tell me about boys. I am one. So?
Infer from there. What the fuck?
Quick turn, you fuck. God damn. Yeet. So what do you know about the boys from the streets? The street boys. What an enigmatic bunch the street boys are. Ding! Ding dong dan. Well, I have streamed Street Boys like twice ever. You miss our Street Boys stream. I did it once, twice maybe. That positioning was strange and awkward, but whatever. That was your first stream here. Really? What an introduction. For the most part, most people probably haven't seen it, though. I should have... I don't know why I did that, but whatever.
You're not supposed to quick turn that one.
It's your first stream here, Bryce Cube. Well, welcome. Enjoy the Silent Hills. You're not spelling street... Street Boys is spelled with a Z, not an S. Hello, Shadow King. Yeah, exactly. Like what Rand did. No, Velocitas, what do you... Oh, you try my patience at every turn. Left beat. Uh-oh, ding dong, ding dong, da. That worked somehow. Oh, fuck. Way. Ah, stop getting stuck on things. Norman Reedus and his funky fetus. I love that people call that game that. Okay, that was good. I need to pee and you can't skip the ending. Ah!
Daddy.
Cheryl!
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
Cheryl? Can't be. Can't leave like this. This can't be happening. Cheryl! Cheryl!
I should have waited until the credits. Strimmer left. It's okay, it's fine. I did it after the run was over. That doesn't count as excessive pausing. Technically, the run isn't paused.
Go.
Poor! Hi, Flad. Hey, by the way, I made new Francoface emote at some point. If you have Francoface, and there's some more emotes there. Mostly rhythm game related ones. What's my time? I think this was probably kind of shit. Actually, I think that was better than last time. Yeah, it was. Okay then, I understand nothing and care about nothing. Right, now let's mute Elgato and boot Silent Hill 3. Why am I on DSP? What? Can you guys hear the game audio this time, by the way? Cool, it's actually working this time then. Congrats. You guys actually get to hear the game this time. Show me good RNG this time. That's not good RNG. No, it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna get good RNG on this fucking guy. Oh no, no. Okay. Not great, but whatever. We'll run with it. And we are off to the final game. Yo, thank for the bits, Aquex. What's the plan after this game? Eat food. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know, I might run some marbles after this, actually. I have time. But no more runs? I do not have time to do this twice. It's like a 4-hour run, dude. Uh, 3092, I think? Fuck, I wasn't actually paying that much attention. Hello, Marcelo. It's nighttime in Argentina. It's nighttime over here as well. In fact, it's more like morning, but it is like that sometimes. The world is a giant marble, and you can't play. Hello, Miss Jella. Gella, I never get this right. Quick turn, Heather. Fucking hell. How are my transition times so short? Because I'm a genius. What's the pink bar under me? That's my sub goal. Type exclamation mark sub goal in chat if you would like a text explanation of that. Because I'm aware it's in like a tiny ass thing because I don't want it like obscuring the gameplay. Yes. I actually think I wrote down I made this challenging on purpose when I had it initially set to 200 and just forgot to delete that line when I changed the number. Because I started like looking at the actual metrics for 200 and was like, that might be a bit too high actually. No, it's no big deal. We were 200 last time? Yeah, but it was like subscriber count in general. Oh no, that's really bad. That sucks muchly. I've never seen that happen. I stood too close to him and he did his like instant reversal shit. Well, that fucking sucks. If that happens in a run, you fucking reset, but fortunately, that's not, like, actual death. Yeah, that attack, for some reason, like, gives Heather the longest knockdown in the game. So it wastes a shit ton of fucking time. Bosses in this game can kind of go to shit if they feel like it, I guess. Which is kind of why I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'd be happy no matter what game was at the end. I want Silent Hill 2 to be at the end. Like, gameplay-wise, 2 is the most consistent, but 2 is the least consistent PC port. So I kind of have to start with 2. Maybe I could do 4 first and 2 second, but other than that, questionable. Doing 1 last is almost certainly no good. And the solution there is just not to stand that close. Nope. Yep, you can actually hear the game this time. I don't know what's different. I didn't do a single thing different. But Bally will be less funny. Deal with it. So demanding, Zoku. I don't bother with the HD collection. The HD collection runs at the wrong speed, so don't bother. Don't fucking bother. Absolutely not worth it. I could make that a joke sub-incentive to fucking play the HD collection. Like, it literally... Silent Hill 3, especially, literally straight up runs at the wrong speed. Silent Hill 3 runs at about maybe 60% of its intended speed on the HD collection. Nah, the HD collection is slow. Although the HD collection for Silent Hill 2 is, hilariously enough, actually faster than PS2. I still don't recommend the HD collection as your, like, even if it's literally your only option, I would actually rather you just don't, because it will give you a bad impression. If you have a PC, you should play the PC port. That will probably do you just fine. You could emulate the PS2 version even, if you wanted to go there. It is some chuny power. I have deep chuny energy. Come on. I know, right? Did you trying to get Zoku to go to bed before marbles? That's whack. We like Zoku. Zoku should get to play marbles from time to time. Marbles is tonight. After this run, I don't have time to do another run, so I might as well do some marbles. Makes sense to me, right? You put up with my horrible questions about Japanese, Zoku. You can stay. Oh. I almost did that badly, but I saved it. You always do marathons? No. This is more like a weekend thing. I do normal-ass runs on, like, a weekly basis. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I wanted to make that joke. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry at all. I'm lying. Why am I lying? Breaking news. Streamer is liar. Even this very sentence is a lie. Got him. Fuck, what the... Corners. So, is Kikeru even a word? Kakeru, certainly. Kikeru? Doesn't sound right. Kikeru is over here. Isn't that Kikoeru? So that's Kikoeru. Kikeru is nothing as far as I know. I don't know of a word that's Kikeru. Is it really? Is that actually a thing? What form is that? Yeet. Well, whatever. I don't do tests. Haha. Oh yeah, Steven speaks Spanish. You mentioned this at one point. Was that Will? Am I thinking of Will? I think I might be thinking of Will. Skip cutscene, damn you. He carries the potential to... okay. I get it, but I don't get it. You gotta love how the language has words for things like the potential to hear something. But no, okay, I get it. I understand. It is a nice subtle distinction. See, it will always seem like there's a lot of words in Japanese that have the same sort of meaning, but in reality there's just words you get and words you don't. Apart from the words that are actually just synonyms, those just mean the same thing. What is this? You fucker! Hello, architect. Ah, come the fuck on, man! I got fucking screwed both times. Lame. Please delete Slurpers from this game. Nice fucking drive-by dog. That kind of thing is more annoying than it looks like because the auto-aim will, like, do its level best to fuck you over if that enemy gets too close to you. I don't like this. Well, I made it work. Dude, French has, like, gendered things, therefore it is trash. That's my language hot take of the night, is gendered anything language can eat shit. What am I doing? Oh, really? That didn't count? That's a rough moment. Haha, everyone language shame Velocitas. They vowed when they should have verbed. Is there really a rhyme or reason to what nouns are masculine or feminine in any language? Gendered fucking nouns are always a pile of random bullshit. The shape of the sound, that's the silliest thing. That is not a real thing. I disagree with this. I'm out. Fucking shape of the sound. Shape of the sound. Fuck, I'll show you the shape of sound. I'll show you the shape of my fucking... Yo, that was tight. Hello, what is number? Ugh, that's disgusting. What the fuck, game? Good input drop. I hate the fucking elevator quick turns. I took the long way around that. Ah, bad. I don't think pomme de terre actually means apple of the ground. What's the code? 3864. The ananas! We're talking about the ananases now. Fuck you, it's a pineapple. Fucking ananases. When you fucking pineappling. Bitch ass ananases with their ananases. Fucking pineapples. Look, the best language is Japanese because that's what the anime is in, okay? I don't make the rules, that's just how it is. That's some weeaboo shit. Pineapple in Japanese is pine? Okay, never mind. Japanese is actually bad. I've just remembered fucking a bunch of loan words now, and I've just realized that Japanese is actually bad. It's preposterous how many loan words there are in Japanese. My favorite is how they casually use leberu to describe things as being, like, different from each other. Like, as in to literally say something is not on the level. Not on my level. It's on a different level. They say leberu. It's like, that's just a normal-ass thing to say. But it would be considered quite frat boyish in English. Arubaito threw me for such a fucking loop. As do basically all Japanese loanwords that aren't from English. But Arubaito, I remember in particular getting me some weird fucking looks from my Japanese teacher for not knowing what it was. In the sort of, you can read how much of this language, but you didn't know that? I'm just like, well, no. What is it? It's a part-time job. It comes from German Arbeit, which, I don't know if I said that properly. Oh, that was the slowest fucking shot in the world. But somehow it didn't screw me over. Exit menu, please. Man, I flunked German class. I flunked a class you're not supposed to be able to flunk. I'm sure I've told this story before, actually, but, like, I actually never got a foreign language qualification. Because, at my school, they had a French class and they had a German class, right? So obviously me, with my 6 years of prior education in the language, although this is British education, so I was still, like, not even remotely literate, wanted to go into the French class. You know, as one does. But my school decided to sort people into the French and German classes via fucking random select. Which sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, I can't believe this happened to me, but it did. They assigned language classes randomly. Randomly. Naturally, I got German. I was not happy about this. Like, my parents weren't pleased about it either. They went up to, you know, the school, they got pissy with pretty much everyone they possibly could trying to get me fucking transferred onto the French class. And the school just wouldn't do it. They just would not swap. Like, I randomed German, I'm now stuck with German. So I just started refusing to turn up. And eventually they just, like, agreed, okay, fine, fuck it, don't go to German class. So I had, like, an entire class dropped from my schedule. As a result of that, they didn't, like, move me into the French class. I just straight up lost a qualification because of that. Because this was at the GCSE level. I'm like, I don't know how hard that's fucked me later down the line, but there you go. Which is like that's actually really bad, because a lot of places will look for a foreign language GCSE. Particularly if, you know, if you want to study, say, a different foreign language. So, like, if I wanted to study Japanese in the few Japanese courses that exist in this country, they'll look for a foreign language qualification in a different language, which is baffling, but there you go. Hi, Glackham. The British education system fucking sucks when it comes to languages, basically, is what I'm getting at here. It was bad, and I got shortchanged massively on it. I straight up missed the amp hill, but okay. Yeah, employers don't really care. I mean, the thing is, right, is that every employer I've ever spoken to asks about the fact that I put... Because I did eventually manage to pick up a university level, like, sort of generic and not very substantial qualification in Japanese, while I did an elective module for 1 year when I was at university. That was the only thing I got out of university. That has come up in every job interview I've ever done. Because people are like, you have a Japanese qualification here? So I was like, yep. It's not like if I ever had to apply for, like, a job that actually had that as a job requirement, that qualification would not remotely be sufficient. But it's enough that it looks interesting if you submit it for a completely unrelated job. To be fair, a lot of languages have the buffalo thing. Just Japanese has it with momo instead. I can't remotely do the intonation for that one, by the way.
Please come inside and look around when you feel you're ready.
Zoka knows what I'm talking about. I don't know what the intonation is for the momo thing.
Help! Help!
Yeah, Chinese also has various versions of she, but Chinese is tonal, so like... What the fuck is this buffalo thing? Okay, we have buffalo. That's a complete sentence in English. Sumomo momomo, momo momomo, sumomo momomo momomo no uchi. My intonation, I don't have intonation at all, it's not real. It doesn't exist.
Because I felt I had to. Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person...
I can't remember what that actually says, though. It's something like...
Suicide.
It's something about 2 kinds of peaches, I think. I don't remember. Is it peaches? It's about something.
That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly, as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans, but he came here after first losing his way. Oh, maybe you might know.
Yeah, that's it. Plum is a peach. Is Plum a peach? Is Plum a peach? I don't agree with that.
This mansion
I've got
is
words to
quite
have with Japanese real fast.
I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart.
Hey, Sin Dragon.
Mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed
What is a
to
sumomo,
stop
then?
There, I assure you. There's the exit. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you.
Tried the basugasu. Basugasu bakahatsu, basugasu bakahatsu, basugasu bakahatsu, basugasu bakahatsu, basugasu bakahatsu. I can't really do it very fast, though.
But it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to stay with them.
Whoops. Buffalo that buffalo. Pardon? Oh, that. I get it. No, I get it. Buffalo that buffalo. No, me neither, but I get it. I've never heard buffalo used as a verb either. I don't know why I tried to match. Yes, that is what that means. Like, that in the sense of, like, witch. That witch. Buffalo, that witch, buffalo. Like, that if you view it like that, that makes more sense. Okay, please quick turn. Thank you. To buffalo is to bully someone. No shit, really. Because I didn't know either. Hey, Callie, thanks. Enjoy your new gifted sub. I was scared that was going to be a bit early, actually, but it was fine. So whatever, who cares? Yeet. Performing trickery. Oh fuck. Okay, well, I backed that up decently. That could have been a real shit show. But fortunately she died on the third hit, so it was not that much of a shit show. My left tap to get the better second shot didn't come out for some reason, so she didn't die on the second hit. That might have been too far back. No, okay, I'm good. Aside from the first LS, that was actually pretty competent. Hi, Steampunk. Good morning. Well, hang on, let me do extremely Namco voice. Good morning. That sounds terrible. Tekken 2 voice. Good morning. Also terrible. No, this is just not working at all. That was worse, I think. Oh, fuck, go for the door. God damn it. Please don't own me. Mm-hmm. Well. Hooray, didn't go back in the elevator by accident this time. Like a fucking moron. Dude, everything has leaked in advance of its actual reveal at EVO so far. It's fucking hilarious. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, on that one, I actually almost fat-fingered quick load instead of quick save, and if I quick loaded to my earlier quick load instead of quick saving, I would have smashed my computer live on stream. Fortunately, quick save takes priority if you slam both at the same time. Oh, I'm bad. Fuck. What am I doing? Making a lot of dumb mistakes this run. Like, nothing fatal, but still dumb. No, okay, well, that was awkward. Meh. Fart noises. Swole fingering is a problem. Dude, I play 2DX now. My fingers are gonna get swollen no matter what I do. What the fucking hell is this camera angle, bro? Jesus Christ, game. Fuck your dumbass auto-aim. Bruh. What level am I up to? 2DX? I passed a 7. That's the highlight of my career. I passed 1 7, by the way. I failed, like, the vast majority of 6s. To 1 7. I've passed 1 7. It's a hard fucking game, dude. Cut me a break. On, like, the user-friendliness scale, 2DX is, like, the most unfriendly rhythm game I think I've ever played in my life. Fucking poppin' music doesn't have that much of a learning curve compared to 2DX. Poppin' music is also really hard. And this is why everyone who goes to GDQ likes Yubi. It's easy. Yeah, I like U-Beat too, but I'm good at it. That's the difference. It also actually took me a while to warm up to U-Beat because I thought it was too easy. Conclude! It's only until I started playing all the 10s at ESA that I thought, like, that I was like, okay, G-Beat's actually cool. 35 minutes and 40. I think that's kind of crummy. I still save time on my... I still save time on that run. That run was so bad. We did it! We completed a run of the 4 games without fucking having a weird shit happen. And the runs were actually pretty good overall. I mean, bulk majority time save was Silent Hill 4, but still, we did it. That's going on YouTube. That counts. Valid. Validated run.